Right. So I think the best way to start off the political rant, since this is one of my first ones being recorded, is right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we as black people first need to address our own self. Before I get up here and do a lot of black, I don't know, they call them race baiters, people like that, or people who get into the race hustling, or
Right.
just want to just talk the race stuff is, we need to first clean our own house first before we start talking about other people. Like
Amen.
people always talk about the white man, doesn't mean he is enemy and he has committed atrocities and he has done many things. Nobody's not saying that, but first we need to address our own selves.
Right.
Right? And usually when we address our own selves, the most common people to attack in our community is always the street niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Right, which I'm not gonna lie. Street niggas are definitely sellouts. That's something that we as a black community need to understand and accept, that niggas who live the street life are actually sellouts. That's just the harsh reality of what they do. Because anybody will take the poison from the white man and sell it to a black person as a sellout. Point blank period. It has nothing to do with feelings. For me, like I grew up in the projects. I know street niggas and all that. Like, but the truth is the truth.
Right. We can't escape that.
Exactly. You can't call yourself an honorable black man and sell poison to another black person. Like,
right.
What world you live in where you think that's honorable and acceptable?
And I can honestly, for personal experience, had to learn that myself. Like I had to step away from that, before I even started doing anything positive. It was a whole life change, because if you really about not only yourself as far as self-care, but also your people, you can't be feeding them nonsense, bullshit, or anything up above, what I'm saying, that is going to harm or hurt your people in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly. But I really ain't trying to go in on street dudes. I want to talk about other group of sellouts that we actually don't never talk about in our community. And that's the black people who vote for Democrats and Republicans. I know that's going to shake the room. A lot of people will be upset I just said that, but I'm going to say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
The other group of sellouts that is destroying our community is the group of black people who like to vote for Republicans and Democrats. Both those groups are enemies of the black community. Point blank, period. Sure. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Motherfuckers be talking about Trump and this, Trump that. What about Obama?
Right.
Obama gave the Jews $12 million in grant.
Say that again.
$12 million in grant money, just the Jews.
Right. I know that's free money for the crowd. That's not anything that's taxable or anything.
Exactly.
That's free money.
He gave the Jews $12 million. Like, let that sink in a moment. I know people will say, well, black people get grants. No, we don't.
We don't. And it's harder for any black person, woman or male, business-wise or personal. It's hard as hell to get a fucking grant.
Exactly. And not only that, and when we do, it's always minorities. It's a group.
Right.
He individually gave them $12 million.
Yes.
Understand? So what I'm saying is like, the Democrats are the actual enemies, and the Republicans are too. And then the black people vote for them, and you think you're helping the community. You're actually destroying it, because you're aligning with the people who set up the whole racist system to begin with.
Right.
Democrats were founded by the KKK. How can you align stuff with them? Black people only joined the Democrats because of the racist tactics. Because when they first came around, what happened was, long story short, I'm going to keep it real simple, the poor black people were sharecroppers and things of that nature for the white people. And then you had the affluent black people, like Booker T. Washington, people over in Tuskegee, right?
Yeah.
They had their own businesses, own everything, right? So they wasn't down with the Democrats, right? Because they didn't have to play the games with white people.
Right.
Because they had their own everything, right?
A lot of them were independents.
Exactly. They was all independent. But what happened is all the poor black people worked for the white man and had everything that basically their whole livelihood came from the white man. The land, wherever they had, because, they didn't own nothing. So what happened is they forced them into the Democrat Party by starving them out and just doing different things to them and killing them and all that. And they forced them to join the Democrat Party, and then they forced the other parties to shut down. So what I'm saying is when people talk about the Democrats, no, they're not, man, okay? They sat here, they killed and murdered us and forced us into the group. And now y'all sitting here voting with them, arguing with black people, Republicans. Yes, they're sellouts too. But the point is, everybody who votes Republican, Democrats are sellouts, and y'all are all of us, right? All of them are destroying the community, and the only way we can actually rectify this is we have to separate from the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
We have to separate from the Europeans. I'm not saying we need to hate white people or none of that extra stuff or do anything like that, but
Right.
on a political and financial level,
Right.
we need to separate from the Europeans,
Right.
straight up and down.
We need to start supporting our black businesses. We need to also start, actually supporting people that are from our community.
Exactly. And support black endeavors.
Right.
I understand a lot of times when black people do stuff, it's low budget. You know why it's low budget? Most of us are poor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you expect from poor people?
Exactly.
You expect a bunch of elite stuff from people who's poor? Like, come on. Like,
right.
That's why we can't do nothing, because for a black person to ever do something, we gotta be larger than life. Like, it's like, I don't understand it. It's like if I went to go out and actually do something for the community, nobody would want to actually hear what I gotta say if I wasn't a billionaire and millionaire. It's like,
right.
You only want to hear that shit.
Y'all act like we gotta be Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan in whatever we do. Like, this shit crazy.
Exactly. In order for somebody to be speaking some sense to you, like, no, like,
right.
I mean, we have to start somewhere, and we need to start from the ground. We need, like I said, separate financially and politically.
And I like one thing that a black person said, a young black person too, Diggy Simmons. Perfection is not made in a day. Rome wasn't made in a day. Anything that you ever, even L.A. Russell has said it on one of his recent interviews. It takes 10 years for overnight success. For like real overnight success, not that industry plant shit that you be seeing on TV, like, Ice Spice and, people like that just Kevin Hart pop up out of fucking nowhere with fucking star roles and shit. That shit is fake. That's the industry plant. But a person like L.A. Russell that's been grinding, it doesn't matter if they sign a deal with a label or whatever, that's their choice at a certain point. They're trying to build their brand to a higher height. But at the same time, like he said, it takes 10 years for solid overnight success.
Yeah, makes sense. Exactly. It takes time. Like, if we're going to actually do this, black people have to understand, we're going to have to start from ground zero, which means it's going to be some ghetto hot mess shit probably.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
But we got to stick together.
Exactly.
With it.
You got to stick together, and you got to start somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can just start by, I don't want to say too much because I don't want them to understand how we're coming, but like I said, we need to start by having, I'll say, a soup kitchen. But like, not just passing out food. Like, I feel like what I want to do, see what I want about myself, what I really want to do is we should have community dinner. Like, I feel like that would build the unity within the community.
Mm-hmm.
Not just handing out food to people to go walk out. No, let's
have a sit down. Yeah.
Sit down and break bread together as family.
Yeah.
And I feel
have a laugh, have a good time. Maybe even talk about some serious things that, are in our, affecting our communities. Whatever it may be, but in the sense of that, we need to have like a Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
And every community, black community around the globe. Doesn't even matter if you farm.
You know what I mean? Exactly. We need to start having community dinners. So that's something I want to start. There's other things too, but I'm not going to get too deep into it. But like I said, I want those in the power to be to understand exactly how we coming. But
right.
We really need to work on the unity and get away from this division. Like, all this politics, all that does is just divide us. Like, you sitting there trying to pick which white man you want to be your leader. Like, come on. Like, every 4 years they play us. Like, at what point are black people going to wake up and realize that they profit off of our ignorance? Point blank, period.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we keep arguing and feuding and doing all this, they profit off that. You understand? They're not going to ever change and just decide, what, we can't do that. That's how they make their money. They make their money off of black people ignorance. Understand that. America is fueled off of black people ignorance. You look at Zeus Network. What is that? Nothing but ignorance. You got social media most of the time. Nothing but ignorance. People get paid for ignorance. We call it comedy, we call it entertainment, but guess what? The fact is, it's fucking ignorance.
And I want to say this along to your point. You don't see any quote unquote successful black people in solid fucking positions. You see them in entertainment, clown position.
Tap dancing positions.
Exactly. See, you guys don't understand royalty. Royalty is king, queen, duke, knight, joker. The joker is to entertain the queen, the public, and the king. That's what fucking any form of entertainment is. A fucking joker. Exactly. You can build yourself into a powerful position because of how people are starting to finesse positions nowadays. But the thing is, you don't see black people doing it because they're so comfortable in being a joker.
Exactly. So comfortable just tap dancing. You know what I mean? You got all these black people want to be athletes. For what?
Right.
I mean, listen, before I even get to that, I'm not trying to shit about dreams of being a football player, basketball player. But my thing is, since when has a football player changed the laws in any of our community?
Amen.
Since when has a basketball player changed any laws? What actual power do they have in our community besides playing with balls?
Exactly.
And I'm not even saying it the way it came out, but no play with balls. Like they don't man, fuck the ball. All they do is play with balls. Like you don't control nothing. Right. You know what I mean? We sitting here signing our kids up to be entertainment. Like for what?
Right.
We need to be signing our kids up to get into politics. We need to form our own political party to go against the Democrats and Republicans. Because that's the only way we're going to have freedom. We have to unite, separate, and then go against them. And like I said, I'm not saying go against them like we need to start killing. We need to separate financially and politically. Okay, first of all, stop voting with them. Okay, we are the majority. You realize, I looked it up, right, in Pennsylvania, it's like 632 thousand black people, and it's only like 610,000 white people.
So we over.
So we outnumber them. First and foremost. So if we outnumber them, why do we need to join their political parties and vote with them and go with their interests? We outnumber them.
Right, and then
we should be housing them, and they should be going with our interests. You understand?
Right.
There's no reason for us to do with this lesser evil shit. That shit killed me when people talk about this lesser evil. No, you're being a clown. Okay, be a man, stand up, and let's actually do something.
Right.
We outnumber them. There's no reason to be playing no lesser evil when we outnumber them.
Right.
All we need to do is unite and organize, and we can change the shit. And it doesn't involve killing nobody, or picking any guns up.
We can
beat the white man at his own game by using his own system against him. We have the right to form our own political parties.
Right.
I looked it up. All you need is 1,000 signatures from each district, whatever district you're in, to get on the ballot. So, like, let's say whatever district, right? You just need 1,000 people from that place, from that area, decided, I believe it's a petition letter. I forget, because if you like independents, it's different than if you work for like a party. It's a petition letter, something like that. 1,000 names. Put your name on the ballot. And then, like, the one for, like, city council, you only need, like, a little over 2,000 votes. So we get, like, 5,000 people in each area to vote for a person that we pick ourselves, not somebody the white man picked for us.
Right, and not a clown either.
Exactly.
Because see, we need people that are 100% about the community.
Exactly.
Not no bullshit business deals that they're going to end up doing with, other political parties, or, just to be in the room with these other political, because this is the thing that you guys don't realize. These Republicans and these Democrats are friends. When they go to Congress to vote on different things, these guys are laughing. And then when they cut the cameras on, they act on bullshit. It's all script.
It sure is. Something I seen it. Remember I was going to court. I remember that. My lawyer and the DA was laughing and having a good time before the case started. I'm sitting there like, you supposed to be fighting for my life, and you up here scheduling a lunch date.
Literally, right after this court.
After y'all supposed to go out there. As soon as they bang the gavel, they rip each other's heads off. But it's like, I understand it's part of the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? They all are on the same team. Y'all don't understand it. The Republicans and Democrats are all on the same team. They're playing us.
Right.
You understand? They don't hate each other. The name of the game is to fool us. Right. No matter which direction they go in, we're getting fucked. You understand? No matter which direction, you're getting fucked unless you go against them. We have to create our own political party and rival the Democrats and Republicans. Point blank period. We cannot accept their nominees. You know what I mean? We have to pick our own people. Like I said, we can do all this. I looked it up already. I did all the research. We can pick our own people. Takes 1,000 names, takes 1,000 signatures to get on the ballot. We can pick our own people for city council, and then we can start moving up the ladder. I'm not gonna say too much after that, but yeah. Like, there's ways for us to take over without picking up guns. Because I'm not even talking about going to war with white people and killing. Because as soon as a black person start talking, it separates stuff. First person, white person say, or a uneducated black person says, you hate white people, and you just no, shut up that dumb shit, okay? I love myself and I love black people so much that I'm gonna tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Stop being subservient to white people.
Stop being subservient.
And do your own thing. We are fucking magnificent. This country runs off of us.
We ran it. We created it.
Exactly. We created this. Everything in existence come from us. White people would have died if we didn't teach them how to wash up. And that's not even me being smart to white people. That's just historical facts.
Learn your history.
You know what I mean? That's just historical facts.
You can learn your history. Don't learn it in these textbooks.
Exactly. White people will never tell you that in the textbooks. They was gonna fucking go extinct.
They created the textbooks.
At least 3 or 4 times they gonna go extinct. They're gonna go extinct like in the 1500s with the potato famine.
Right.
So we teach them how to farm. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, yo.
And we outlived them more than millions of years. So.
But I'm not even saying that on some inferior superior shit. I'm just saying
just saying that on that's facts.
Yeah, factual shit, but just saying, put in perspective, like, yo, black people are magnificent. I don't know why black people walking around
with their heads down. Like
we ain't that shit. Like, yo, everybody wants to be us. Everybody.
Right.
When you see other cultures doing their thing, who they imitating?
Us.
Fucking black people.
Right. Now that we have internet, they see what we do. They want to be us.
Copy us. Everybody wants to be black, but nobody wants black people problems. But niggas want that black people swag though. You know what I'm saying? We are magnificent. NBA, NFL, what is it? Majority black people. If all the
most watched networks,
if the NBA and the NFL and all them players actually stood together, they can actually run that. Why? Because nobody wants to see white people play basketball. They did.
They only see they only want to see white people playing with black people.
Exactly. We control everything in this country, but yet we sit around and act like, you know what I mean, we act like pussies. Just plain and simple.
Amen.
We let them use our power against us instead of us using our power for us. You understand? We have all the power, but they are using it for themselves. That is the issue I have with the black community in a nutshell. Is that we have all the power and resources we need to do what we want. But instead, we let the white man and these other groups manipulate us and use it for their benefit.
Yep.
They take advantage of us and they profit and they excel off of us. And meanwhile, we eating off the scraps of our own work. And we sit around acting like we can't do what we need to do. No, we have everything we need. The only thing we don't have is organizational skill and mentality that we don't need nobody else.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not saying this on some hate other people. I'm just saying this on some love yourself.
Right.
I mean, put yourself first. Where is the self-preservation in the community? Niggas go hard for fucking people outside the community, like this whole situation with ICE. You know what I mean? Nothing against Latinos. Latinos is cool. But let's not act like Latinos wasn't voting for Trump. You feel what I'm saying? Correct. That's the issue, right? You ride for them, cool. I understand, right? I mean, they should be deported, cool. You know what I mean? I'm not against that. What I'm against is the Latinos that voted for Trump and then now they're suffering the consequences that they should be suffering. Nigga, you asked for that. You voted for Trump, right?
Karma's a bitch.
You know what I mean? Let them niggas suffer. But the problem is, like, I mean, when we fight for the Latino group, we're fighting for all of them, including the niggas that voted for Trump.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's my problem. We keep on riding so hard for the other communities and never do shit for ourselves. Okay? We need to focus on ourselves first, build ourselves up, and then we can come out and start saving other people.
Yep.
But first, we need to worry about ourselves. Okay, we need to get our own affairs in order. Okay, we need to stop associating with those who do not fuck with us. Okay, refer to the Republicans and Democrats. We need to separate from them. They are not our friends. Neither one of them groups. Nobody who's voting Democrat is doing a fucking service to this community. You're not. Okay, you're not. You're helping the destruction. You're playing just as big of a part in the destruction of the community just as the street niggas are.
Say it again.
Plain and simple.
All right.
It's just like what Carter G. Woodson said, the guy who came up with Black History Month, which we're currently in right now. Right? It's the book called The Miseducation of the Negro. I remember before I even read it, I'm thinking he probably was talking about like street niggas basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. He was talking about black people with college degrees who move out to the white neighborhoods and shit, and how that affected the black community negatively. Because what happens is all the positive, good black people leave the community, and now the only people left behind are the drug dealers who get into all the negative shit. And that's why now these young bulls had nothing to see but the negativity, because all the black people who wanted something positive are around white people. And now all the white kids get to see all that positivity, and now they see, oh, you can be this and that. Meanwhile, the black kids can only see a fucking drug dealer and fucking entertainers.
Amen.
He don't see the guy who used to live in the projects who's a fucking lawyer, because that lawyer didn't want to come back. I mean, I get it, right? It's not safe, but at the same time, yo, when we move out, you have to understand what you're actually doing. You move out the community, you're leaving the community, you're taking everything good with you. Now you're leaving bad harms and negativity, and that shit affects us, affects all of us in a negative manner.
See, the thing is that our ancestors, they actually fought for the communities. That's why we have communities now. We're trashing them, we're throwing it away each and every day without a thought about the community. That's all Chef Shit is saying.
So that's all. We need to actually care about our community. I understand the hood is dangerous, fucked up sometimes, but yeah, I just want to simply say the white man can never make me hate myself or hate my community. I don't give a fuck what the hood does. I will never hate black people because I understand what we are going through, not what we went through. Because it is currently still going on, because the racism has never stopped.
Right.
So like you can't say, oh, that's back in the day. How was back in the day when it never stopped?
Right.
White people, not all, right, have never stopped hating black people. They just concealed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think actually the civil rights movement was a fucking mistake, because all it did was make the white people conceal the hatred. When in actuality, we should be letting them fucking express it. So that way we know who the enemy is.
Mm-hmm.
Now we all mixed up and jumbled up, and it's hard for us to separate because a lot of our livelihoods is based off these white people.
Right.
Like for me, I work a job, so it's a white man company, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of our livelihoods is based off these white people. So I get the fear of separating.
Doubt, right.
But like until we actually do something, like yo, we all gonna keep getting fucked over. Like we have to take control of our own community.
Right. We've got to start having self-preservation as far as a community.
We can't keep relying on Democrats to correct our mistakes. Plain and simple. And first of all, they profit off of those mistakes because that's how they keep us voting for them.
Amen.
They want us fucked up so they can keep on coming back every 2, 4, 6, 8 years, hand off some fucking turkeys and be like, look what I did. You understand?
Right.
They profit off it. Even the celebrities. You know what I mean? If you really want to help somebody, teach a man to fish. Don't give them a fish. People giving out book bags and turkeys once a year. For what? That shit's actually not helping nobody.
Right.
You're actually just profiting
you
off
just
the
putting a
pain.
Band-Aid on the wound.
I mean, you profit off the pain. If you really want to help the people, let's tell the people to be for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people to be self-sufficient. You know what I mean? We got all these black people with the power and influence, these celebrities, but I never heard none of them telling, yo, we need to separate and do our own thing.
Right.
If
anything, they're telling you to let's congregate.
Yeah, let's congregate for the white man. Every time it's time to vote, here come these fucking politicians hollering celebrities, and these celebrities holler at you. Come on, okay? We need to separate, okay? We need to get off of the Democratic way and get on
our own rock.
Black Panthers, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But we need to get off that. Like from now on, like all black people should be on this type time. Like we need to get off.
Yo, and I heard some Black Panthers really out there. If y'all really out there, get at me.
Yeah. Yes, let's connect for real, like some real black Panthers.
Real shit.
let's really connect. I'm dead serious. Like let's really connect. Because we need to get off this being subservient with the white people. Like I ain't gonna hold you. This shit makes me mad every day I wake up. Like black people really acting subservient to white people. Like,
right.
Like, do y'all understand the history?
Like our men are hurt out here, like to the point where they starting to, be bitch made, and exactly. It's not good because it's crazy to the point where they starting to have female tendencies, female thought processes, and they starting to become more of a CPU to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? They're not helping the community because they're not in the household. They're not actually being, to the point where they want to, do something different, be an impact, whether it be small or big, in their house or in the community. So it definitely needs to be some type of change, some type of effort, and some type of fight that we have.
It needs to be a restoration of the testosterone in the black man. Because for real, like, we have been emasculated to the point, like he said, like, people, we are here being offended. Like I said, most black men act like they don't even care about the community. Like I said, the fact that you would sell poison to another black person lets me know what type of time you want. You know what I mean? Like, you think that's cool. You know what I mean? Most black people don't even care about politics. Like I said, like the stuff we talking about right now, most of them don't even want to hear this shit. Like, I get it, but like you realize, like, they want you to be burnt out and not want to fight back, because like that's how they stay in position.
Right.
Because you're just gonna do the easy answer every 4 years and vote Democrat.
Right.
Instead, let's put the work in
and let's make a change.
Make a change, exactly. Let's actually make a positive change for our community, which is we actually take control of it ourselves. Like, this is what we should have been doing. We should be doing right now. Like, we organize.
We should be thriving off it.
Exactly. We need to resurrect that Black Panther energy. Like, for real. We need to resurrect that and just get on some self-sufficient shit. Plain and simple.
And we're going to end on that note.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for our next episode of the From Nothing to Product series. It's a 3-part series. And like I said, we're going to have Chef Shiz on the next episode. So definitely stay tuned. Black Power. Be safe. And also, like I always say, if you put a solid plan together, do the research, do the execution, all your plans, dreams, and goals will come to fruition. Let's start making dreams reality. We are not about selling hype, we're about making brands. A lot of fashion. We out. All right.